Oh, I smoked too. Oh, okay. I just haven't got
And the sisters too. What a ham. Yeah? Well, no, you're not cooking. You're having a good time. These ladies are getting laid back with a little punch. The kingpin and the queen. 30 years at the rock pile and call her quits. Looks like we got quite a spread of groceries up there. The honored guests are the first three. Carl. Instead of pumping gas, he's pouring coffee. You got a steady hand, Fritz. Ain't that far away. We'll drink to that.
What's his name back there, Carl?
You're a party animal. This is when he's young and tender. Look at that guy. God almighty. Carl Nass, he was a little old camaraderie. So Carl knows the young women too as well as the older ones.
Closing today, so we'd like to have a little fashion show for him in memory of his working days at 3M. Dad's day would usually start out at about 5 a.m. and here he comes stumbling out of bed in his latest designer PJs, from Fruit of the Loom, of course. They're a little skimpier than this, but we couldn't get anybody else to model them. You'll notice that there's a few dark spots on there, but it's not doo-doo. It's something he calls dispersion. Well, next then he changed into his farming clothes and had to go out and feed the steers, call them the ribeye and the T-bones, and then the chickens. Can't forget about the latest in the outerwear for cool mornings. The new designer jackets from Pioneer. Matching accessories, gloves, and hat. These items are a must for going to the auction sales and going over to Cedar Edge and visit with the boys a little bit. Well, then next would be time to change into his go-to-work clothes, but first Dad would have to do his duties. This was not an easy job for him with 5 women in the house. There'd be many times Dad would run through the house with a toothbrush in his mouth looking for a sink. And now it's 6 o'clock, time for him to eat his Wheaties. Gotta keep his strength up, you know. So about 6:15, Dad would usually take off for work. The goodbyes would take some time. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Dawn. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Deb. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Paul. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Paul. Ollie. Kind of reminds you of the Waltons. 3 a.m., just the smell of it. But first a cup of coffee and put that 10-course lunch back away in the mom packed for some 30 years. Then here's Coder 27, Dad's old baby. The way he talked about her sometimes, the kids wondered if they had another sister they hadn't met yet. But first it was time to change into the coveralls and the hairnet. And this is what they call the zoot suit, the new designer suits. Ready, Don? Don's going to do what Dad talked about. Change back into his work clothes and head out to the Silver Fox or whatever vehicle he was driving. They were sure some good pickups, weren't they, Paul Fink? Home at last. But first he had to change into the farming clothes again and go out and feed the ribeyes and the T-bones again. They'd always greet him with a friendly moo or a bump to the side when he fed them. Supper time. Wonder what kind of pie Mom made tonight. First he'd take a shower and then he was back into his designer PJs again from Fruit of the Loom. Dad would like to sit down after supper if there wasn't anything important that he had to do. Watch a movie and then the news. Funny thing though that he'd maybe get there about 10 minutes and watch a little bit and next thing the neck muscles would give out and there he was. He said he was resting his eyes again. And about 10:30, 11 o'clock it was off to bed. Get ready for another day at work. No wonder the man was always pooped. I'd be tired from changing clothes too. So now that you're retired, Dad, and you got Mom back at work, we got you a little something to pass your time. Shout for them tough stains. Bleach for those white undies and t-shirts. Degreaser for your greasy jeans. Dryer sheets for that fresh line dry scent, especially when the wind's in the wrong direction when you can smell the ribeye and the T-bone. And your own iron for those crisp iron shirts. And we'd like to say happy retirement, Dad. We love you. Now get some rest.
Can't believe this, yeah. I never knew I had that much talent in my family here. I don't know if everybody knows my family, but this is my wife, Alvin. Thank you for... sticking with me all these years and all these clothes changes. This is my daughter, Dawn. She lives up at Kendall Hope in Wilmer, and she works at West Central Industries. And this is Deborah, Red. A lot of you remember her from 3M. She married my son-in-law here, Bolt. Paula, she lives in Marshall, works for Schwann's, and boy, do they have good ice cream. And last, we got the trailer here, Polly. I love them all. We're a great family. It's wonderful. And you guys have a real good time. There's beer, there's food left, and after a while we'll get a little bit of music, and maybe we can shake a leg. Thanks a lot for coming. Have a good time.
Now we'll have a little music selection.
The song, the Aching Heart song. Aching Heart.
Tom wants a song of Achy Breaky Heart, and we'll get that when the band starts.
Everybody should know who I am. I'm Bobby Cogley. This is my sister Patty. She helps us out 3-star once in a while, catering and stuff like that. Well, Carl's known us for a long time because we used to work at Cedar Ranch and wait on him quite often. So he knows all of it. I mean, the song that we're going to do is a participation song. It's a rap. It's a rap. So everybody's got to join in on this one.
Now you gotta go like this.
Just going to show you how to do it. Now you have to do that.
You do the table, do it, doesn't matter. Come on.
Everybody.
Stay together.
Take the silver fox to his feet every hour. Taking a break and eating our chocolate. Next to farmer's bitch and play the cards, I think. But don't forget he likes to drink. We will miss him. Everybody, we will miss him. Woo! Harley's long with the green jumps on, making the best big snorting Tom. He's always joking around with the cutest girls in town. Likes to dance on the table and flirt when he throws the table. We will miss him. We will miss him. We will miss him. There's one thing I'd like to read though. I got this application. Carl came and applied for a job today. You should really hear these references. It's got on here for the name. It's got Fox and Silver. Telephone number 587-3321 extension Calf Barn. What kind of job are you looking for? Jason's job. He wants to wash tables. Then it says, are you 18 years or older? Well, it says sometimes yes and sometimes no. Then it has height 3 feet 11 inches, weight 450 pounds. Are you a U.S. citizen? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Then it's got years in school. Grammar school, he went 2 years, and did he graduate? Yes. Then he's got high school. He went to 14 years in Cedar Mills. The courses he took were intercourse. Did he graduate? Did he graduate? Not, but I tried. And then it says, years of experience, it says, name the addresses of the company. It says non-appropriated. So we're in real trouble. I was going to stamp this one, but I just don't have a stamp that would work for this, Carl. I just thought I better share that one with everybody because it was pretty funny. We had a good laugh over that one.
It's on the table up here.
I don't know if I should open this or not. What an alarm clock, huh? Thanks, Debbie. That's cute.
It's on the table, Carl.
Oh.
And it was talking behind me. I couldn't hear anything Bonnie said.
Oh, okay. I'll open the card. It says, now that you're retired from the 3M crowd, may this be the only alarm you'll ever have to hear out loud. Congratulations, the Mackeys. Thank you. That's cute. You bet. I like it. Are we done yet? No.
Back down.
To you that don't know me, I'm Cheryl Captain. I was summer temp in coding the last 3 years, and my second year I was stuck with Carl a lot, because he kind of ran out of assistance once in a while. And me being a college student, I put a top 10 list together of The top 10 reasons why Carl wanted to retire, or was forced to retire, whichever. Number 10, I have, he's not really retiring, but he's just taking vacation now for the next 30 years because he's got enough. Number 9, people don't jump when they hear the pink hall anymore. No. Number 8, Mary Burr won't dance on the tables with him anymore. Number 7, he's tired of people confusing his hairnet for his real hair. Number 6, he can't stay awake past 4 o'clock, whether it's the afternoon or the evening. Number 5, his all-time favorite summer temp is quitting forever, and he just couldn't take it. Number 4, he lost so many assistants that he just couldn't handle the rejection. Number 3, his attitude got so bad, Mark Reed asked him to retire.
True story.
Number 2, he's retiring as protest as the loss of incentive. And number 1, he just plain can't afford the shoes anymore.
I'm gonna miss that girl. She's so bubbly and she just brings so much joy into the whole area. Give her a good hand. We're gonna miss her.
Are you ready, Bobby?
What you don't get any music with, but you get me. That's okay. Let's call it The Time for Moving On. We've traveled a long, long time together, and there have been a lot of good things on the way. But now it's almost time for leaving, and the things I feel inside are very hard to say. But it's time for moving on, my friend. Hold back all the tears and sorrows. It finally is time to go our separate ways. And I want to wish you well, my friend, as we search for new tomorrows. Go as you must, but please don't forget the yesterdays. Remember the dreams we dreamed together, all of the joys we shared in getting to today. Now just one time before you leave me, reach out and take my hand and help me walk away. For it's time for moving on, my friends. Hold back all the tears and sorrow. It finally is time to go our separate ways. And I want please. Don't forget the yesterdays. Don't forget the yesterdays. Don't forget the yesterdays.
Very nice. At this time, I'd like to have Roger Ortloff come up here. I don't know if he's going to bring Ronnie or anybody else with him. There comes Mary.
I found somebody better.
There you go.
Much better looking.
You want to get a second opinion? Oh, God. Now, be nice to me. Oh, wow. The offer still stands. $200 will call her off. That's too hard. Too hard. Yeah. You want to do the hot dogs first? Well, where do we start? We're done, are we? Well, I guess we got to start someplace. You'll do yours? Oh, nice.
This is especially for you from me. So I'm sure, oh, by the way, my name is Mary Bird. I've worked with Carl for my entire lifetime. And I'm really young, and now I'm really old, and so we worked together for a long time. So I'm sure probably his relatives know, but I know all of the 3Mers know what a good dancer Carl Nass is, and how I just don't know what I'm going to do without him there to come out every break time, whether it was when I was in the tunnel or in a coder or wet lab or when I was guard or, well, I've had a lot of jobs. I know I'm kind of tired too. Anyway, what a good dancer Carl Nass was. So I felt it only fair that tonight I was given a great suggestion by those coding folks that I make up a little dance card for you tonight. So, it goes like this. Starts out, we're going to let Carl's wife have the first dance, but then I get the next one. And then we'll let some of Carl's relatives have the third one, but then I get the fourth one. And then we're going to let Ortloff. We know you really like him. But then I get the sixth and seventh one. And then we're going to let one of them co-workers, like, you know, one of the babes over there from coding, like Colleen or whoever else, God knows who. I get that one there, but then I get the next one. And then Ducky Kruger, who had to go to Kentucky to do a dog show, wanted to have number 10, but she's not here, so I get that one. And no. And then I get 11 too. And then we'll let another relative slide in, or anybody from the bar or any place to get it. And then I get the next one and the next one and the next one. Oh, okay. And then, well, see, number 16 right here, before the last 4 or 5 of them that are mine. Well, see, I was sort of paid off not to say that you could dance with somebody from Baudette. And this is like a fishing story that I'm not supposed to tell, and I'm going to get a lot of money for not saying that you can dance with somebody from Baudette. And see your look on your wife's face? That's why I'm going to get a lot of money for not saying some woman from Baudette. Hey, Roger was someone. And yeah, I knew it. And it was you that said you were going to give me a lot of money. You keep this with you tonight, honey.
I think the band is going to start warming up pretty soon. I'm getting awful hot up here. What can you say? Yeah. Well, Carl, it's been a long time, you know. Caught a lot of tape. Coded your last roll today.
Now we gotta try to sell it. Told your last true story. Mark was lying to me. You told your last true story. Carl always made our break a little lighter. He always had a true story for us to tell. Really, sometimes I think he made them up. But he made life interesting for us in the quarters. We got a few little momentums here for you, Carl. Take with you wherever life leads you. Your first little one, you know. Yeah, you can open it. I think they requested that you open it. I have no idea what it is. Yeah. I think it might have something to do with a fishing trip you went on. Silver, and a silver box from it. It's not that bad, it's not. Well, they wrapped that good. I have no idea who would ever give this to you. It's all in one piece, huh? We'll break that up later. Where's Tom? They got a little smoked tulipy here. It seems Carl went up on one fishing trip here a few times ago. He went into the local pump house and caught a tulipy. And somehow it got kind of beaten up along his head. Most of it ends up inside his pickup, frozen into the windshield, dash windows. You see if you like this one. Let's see. As you know, Carl had a problem with his safety shoes. He tried to, good honest Carl tried to do the thing with his safety shoes and get an extra pair to last through retirement. Anyway, he got caught. He had to pay for his shoes. So I, being his fellow co-worker, got a little box out there and tried to help him out to get some money to pay for your shoes, Carol. I remember that. Huh? We didn't get no money. And maybe it was because the box had a hole in the box. We tried. But Carl took a little vacation and we tried again. So this time we had better luck. See, I've got shoes for you, Carl. These shoes are designed for bean walking, or the one on the end there, you can wear that when you're fishing, and then you don't even have to change. You go right to the dance floor. No problem. There's just a couple extras thrown in case, just in case life gets tough and you run out. I think I recognize up there. Yeah? Well, I think you used those a couple times, haven't you? And then we came up with some really special ones. Yeah, there, Carl, you better open these, because these are designed just in case.
Yeah. Now that you're retired.
Yeah, now that you're retired, Carl. Well, they're kind of like that.
I thought you might like to make number 5.
Yeah. Use them in good health. Well, as you know, Carl raises beef and feeds about half the egg plant, 2 ones in the tape plant. But one thing, Carl doesn't know how to cook this beef. He's excellent at raising it, but he's never cooked it. We got a little present here, Carl.
You gotta stand up.
You gotta stand up for this, Carl. Your wife is gonna be working now, and you're gonna be home. So. kitchen, now you can look at it. It's really appropriate.
Wait.
Something that Carl did about 40 years ago or so. I didn't really want to tell them. They told me I had to. Carl was in high school. She was kind of hanging around with one of my older brothers. Carl was really a raunchy kid. Well, anyway, Carl forgot to go to school one day, and he took my brother along. Yeah, they kind of skipped school. That was the day Carl missed a lot of things. Well, anyway, my mother found out about this, and she was really irritated at my brother.
I remember that.
Yeah. My mother.
This is a true
Yeah,
story.
this is,
This really happened.
yeah.
Now mothers know this. I never know.
Yeah, I was about 4 years old, and Carl was maybe 16, 17. And there was my mother in the kitchen making her supper. And my brother comes in, and she proceeds to just tear on him. She said, "Don't you hang around with that Carl Nass. He'll never amount to anything." But I never under believe in this story is how my mother knew that 42 years ago. That was a true story. Yeah. Here's a little gift from your co-workers. Do it real good. Enjoy it. Paul, you want to grab one of those big boxes over there? Another gift here. We can let him open that up. Maybe you have to find a little guy to help you. Take the one on the chair there. Oh, Carol. Another one light. Well, it ain't over yet. Have a good time, huh? You bet. A lot more fishing trips to go on. A lot more dancing. Take it easy.
I'll hug him, my hell no, I won't kiss him. That is okay.
Yeah. Open that up. That first one. These are no big gifts. These are from the heart. Yeah, these are from the heart, and our heart isn't very big. You can just cut up a storm with it. Here's a little extra change left over.
You guys are too much.
It's not.
Good. Goodbye. Everybody here will miss you from the big wheel on down. Got a bunch of gears in front. Yeah, it's more gears and more gears and a bunch of nuts too. Yeah, it says there, to all the loose nuts, congratulations and enjoy. Your friends at 3M. Thanks a million. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then some. Hey, this is better than selling beef. Hey, can I come back and quit next week? You people are just too good to me. I don't know what to say. Just thanks a lot, and it's really been a joy working with you, and I'll never forget you. And if I do, kick me in the ass. I think that's enough. I can't take anymore. Why don't we get the band out and have some music and like Roger says, do what we do best. Huh? Shake a leg. Thanks everybody for coming. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate everybody. You look good. We should have more of these.
That's it. So have a happy retirement.
Okay, anybody that hasn't eaten or wants seconds, hurry up and get up here to the line because pretty soon they're going to have to clean up and make room for the